And we're back from Conrad's Restaurant and Ale House here in Liberty. Cardinals here at Conrad's for happy hour. Beside me, headsman, cross country coach Ray Walker. Coach, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So you guys got your first meet in the books back on the September 1st, went down to SBU, the Invitational. Tell us a little bit about how that went. And I know Lottie Vickers and Samson Selleck really stood out.
Unfortunately, it was really hot out there. That's not normal and common for cross country. Most of the time we practice in the morning, and so running at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. at night when it's like super hot, that was something a little bit different. But it was fun. There was a big group. It was a bigger group than last year. When we went down there, we ran a lot faster than we did last year. Definitely somebody like Lottie Vickers. I think she dropped maybe 2 minutes or like a minute from last year when she ran,
Nice.
which is really good. Samson really stepped up. I mean, I think he's going to be the guy this season in terms of the most improvement I've seen since I've been here as the coach. And so we were super excited. We had some really good freshmen out there that did some really good things. We had Kevin from Arkansas. I think he has a lot of potential in terms of just distant running, and then seeing what we're going to do indoor season with him. On the women's side, transfer Landon Wilson. I mean, she has a lot of upside to her. I mean, before she came here in high school, she had 2 hip surgeries. And so coming out here and being able to run and get back into the swing of things, I feel really good about the direction she's going in. And then also just having leaders like Samson and Lottie, I think is huge for our team in terms of our success in the future.
Definitely. And tell me a little bit about what you expect to see here from your team this season. One meet in the books. We know we got another one coming up here next Saturday. What can we expect rather?
We're trying to finish higher than what they had us at in the preseason for cross country. I think there's a few teams that they put ahead of us, and so are really eager to kind of go out there and show the conference and the people that voted, for us to be so low down inside there in the rankings that we're a lot better than what they think we are. And we've done that last year, and we're going to do the same thing this year. I'm really excited about where we started at. Like I said, we started a lot faster than we did last year, and so I'm really hoping that we can run a lot faster come conference time. And it's still really, really early in the cross-country season for us. And I think once we get some good weather out there, running in the morning time, I think we're going to have some really good times to drop. And then just going into conference, I just feel like we can do anything we want to do, really.
So you mentioned the weather twice.
Mm-hmm.
How crucial is that for someone that might not know a lot about cross-country, the different temperatures running in the morning compared to the meets there in the afternoon?
It's a big difference. I mean, usually if it's like 80 degrees outside, it's kind of like running against the wind. The wind is like blowing in your face pretty much because it's so hot, and so your body is working extra hard to keep your body cool. And a lot of the times we practice at 5:30 in the morning or 6 a.m. And so most of the time it's really cool in the morning. So our body's acclimated for that weather, and so not being able to practice all year round in the heat of the day when we get out there and compete, it's really, really tough to kind of go out there and compete when it's hot like that. I mean, but we do a good job at it, and we try to run some days in the afternoon, but it's not ideal for cross country. And I would just say for the body, your body works extra hard when it's hot outside, and so when they're done, they're kind of depleted of energy. You got to worry about dehydration a lot faster, and so just hydrating properly a little bit more before races and things like that are good for us. It's just you never know with Missouri weather sometimes. Sometimes, as you seen 2 weeks ago, it was 115 heat index, and it's like you can't really run in that if you try. I don't care how hard you run, it's going to be hard to hit a PR. Yeah. And then your body usually heats up 10 degrees warmer than what it is outside. So if it's 90 degrees outside, it's like your body feels like it's 100 degrees when you're doing distant running. And so it's a challenge, but I think the one thing I told our team was everybody got a race in it. And so I'm pretty sure for a lot of the people that was out there racing, it wasn't ideal for them either. And so at the end of the day, you still got a race in it. And I feel like we did fairly good with that.
Definitely. No, it sounds like you guys definitely prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about your first year as a head coach, both cross country and then track and field as well. Maybe some of the things that you've learned.
I learned a lot. I learned that like being in this position, there's a lot of duties and a lot of hats you got to wear being the head coach. I think I was telling someone the other day that I'm glad I majored in psychology as an undergrad because I definitely feel like a therapist sometimes to some of them, and just being able to kind of make accommodations and things like that on go, I think are sometimes quite difficult. But I think as an assistant coach, what I learned is that you got to put a lot of work in to be good at your job. And I feel like being a head coach, it's the exact same thing. I'm always learning. Of course, it comes with its challenges and things like that. But I'm excited. I think we did really well last year in track. I feel like cross country is going in a good direction. I feel like we're going to be even better in track this year. Um, it definitely comes with its challenges, but I feel super confident in what we're doing. This is my 11th year in coaching collegiately in track and field and cross country. So I can say it doesn't get easier. It gets harder. And so, but I'm excited. I think we have good people around you, good leaders and things like that. It makes things a whole lot easier. And I'm just excited because I get to meet a whole new group of people and kind of teach them about life in terms of track and field and how that can change their lives for the better if they go out there and compete really hard and overcome adversity and things like that, and how that translates over into your real world. But I'm excited. I think we, as a team, are going to be really good this year. And I love being in this position, having the opportunity to lead a group. It is definitely special, and I feel like the kids at William Jewell, they welcome me, and it feels a lot easier. But like I said, it comes with its difficulties. You know, sometimes I feel like I can be a dad to some of them. Sometimes I feel like an older brother. A lot of the times I feel like I'm a therapist. But I love it. I mean, I think it's the best part of my job, being able to help young people kind of figure things out when it comes to track, but also the real world.
No, well, definitely sounds like you've laid a great foundation, both for the, like you said, the track, but then also the real world part of it. So we're excited to watch you here throughout this season, move close to indoor and then eventually track and field. And the Cardinals will be back in action on September 16th down in Joplin, running at the Missouri Southern Stampede Invitational. Coach, thanks for joining us here at Conrad's. And remember, eat, drink local.
Oh, sounds good to me. Thank you. Oh, you didn't ask me the question either about the random question.
Oh, we do need a random question.
You got to give me something random.
Alrighty. If you could be any superhero in a movie, though.
In a movie?
Yeah, so a specific movie. What superhero in that movie would you be?
Oh, let's see. I don't know if people know this movie, but it's a really old movie, and I feel like it's going to tell my age. I don't even think people have actually seen it. It's this movie called Meteor Man.
Okay.
He was one of the first like black superhero movies that came out, and I watched that probably when I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. And so like he was like the first person I knew as a superhero, that somebody that looked like me. But I can tell you right now, that movie is really, really old, and I feel like not a lot of people gonna know what that movie is. And you look it up and you see the year, then you probably figure out that I may look young, but I'm fairly old. So I think it would probably be Meteor Man would be my choice.
Meteor Man? Yeah, I'll have to go take that one.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I haven't seen that.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.